It is a snowy, blustery day. Cold, crisp, clear skies over the best skyline of any city that has ever been or will ever be. It is New York City, baby! It is the greatest and best city in the history of the world! As always, are our intrepid heroes. Say hi, intrepid heroes. Hi, intrepid heroes.
I flew in today and I fly out tomorrow.
I'm like a child walking into a toy store for the first time.
I am so excited I may expire.
Hello, one and all!
8 days from today, we're going to put on the largest role-playing live performance in the history of time at the most famous venue in the world, Madison Square Garden.
Basic deal is we have 3 hours. It's 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. and it's gonna be fucking sick. We're gonna have like pyro and confetti and crazy stadiums. There's gonna be lights. When there's the box of doom comes up, there's gonna be a fucking projection of the box of doom on the ground.
There's no possible world in which I thought that this could happen.
I think it just feels kind of like a glitch in the system.
This week, I am gonna take a shit in the green room of Madison Square Garden.
Everyone I've told about Madison Square Garden is like, oh, is there like a smaller room at Madison Square Garden? Is there a cafe?
Feeling insane, I guess. I don't know, it feels so cartoonish, kind of. It's so big and kind of out of the realm of what I would have thought we could do, you know what I mean?
Hello, one and all! Welcome back to a brand new and yet somehow strikingly familiar season of Dimension 20.
Dimension 20 is an actual play, TTRPG show.
Tabletop role-playing game?
It's a role-playing game where everybody plays a role at a tabletop.
They've just been like this for how long?
Well, they were, I assume they were, you know, wrapped in my lecture. Who knows how long they were like
I look out the window.
That's right. The demon game from the 80s is cool again, and we do narrative improv where the dice help us tell the story.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, this one has
This one has to do it.
Yeah!
Describing my job has gotten way easier now that I play D&D, because when I used to say I'm a comedy writer, everyone would be like, hey, I got a comedy pitch for you. But now, when I say I play D&D, the conversation ends.
I feel like I came to Dungeons & Dragons late. In 2017, I asked a girl on a date. She said, no. But do you want to join my improv team? The coach of that improv team was Brennan Lee Mulligan. Brennan talks a lot about playing these games and how long he's been playing these games for and all of the ways in which playing these games has shaped him. And I always wanted to play Dungeons & Dragons as a kid. So I put together this like D&D group with Brennan as the DM. And I remember we were sitting on, he had this big L-shaped IKEA couch, and we all gathered around it. And Brennan puts on this song, and it was like the world went black, and then Brennan starts talking, and the blackness is replaced by the landscape he's describing. Like there's this rush of feelings and imagery that is so crystal clear. Like, oh, we're here. I'm this half-orc barbarian named Kondrak Lamar, because it sounds like Kendrick Lamar, and I thought that was funny. But like that bit is gone now because he's real and he lives in this frozen town. Like I was immediately struck by how much I felt like the world was alive and my character lived within it.
Brennan Lee Mulligan is built in a lab to do this job. One of the most amazing people I've ever known.
Brennan is, better at D&D than I am at anything.
For the longest time in my life, I didn't believe there was quote unquote genius type people.
He's radioactively creative.
And it's so aggravating that he's so nice too, on top of that.
I got the shit kicked out of me in elementary school. I was getting thrown into garbage cans and being beat up on the playground. That little version of me did not deserve that violence. But as a piece of advice for any youngsters out there, don't necessarily, like, at recess, take your animal fact cards and hide under a picnic table and read them by yourself.
This is the silly stuff.
My mom started me playing D&D because it was a creative outlet, and I think that I had always been interested in telling stories. To this day, if given leisure time, of which there is precious little these days, but if given it, I'd prefer to play D&D. Watch this. All of you out there think I'm a tired dad, but what you're about to see is me summoning a level of energy and enthusiasm that's gonna frankly freak you out. It's gonna
Give me a little bit of those levels.
Brennan understands you and your character should get to shake the world. We want to feel like our characters. We want to feel them changing minds or hearts or saving the day. That's why we play this game.
I feel like north of 95% of people have every heroic impulse and just don't know what to do. Welcome, intrepid heroes! I love all the memes that are like, in Brennan's stories, capitalism's always the bad guy. And it's like, yeah, but in like a cool, novel way each time. Like, no one's bored of it, right? Like, we're having fun with it, right? Like, we're not, no one feels scolded. The adventure is about to begin, remember?
I'm really proud to work a job that's making a difference, that I can be exactly myself.
I said 14 or
There's just so much freedom to be like a real human person.
And do it with advantage.
Kingston and Pete are good at this point.
You can't tell these great stories alone. You need friends, you need trust, you need community.
So how did we get here?
All is my fault.
Emily and I were at Siobhan's birthday party.
It was like a rooftop at a bar.
100 bajillion years ago.
I think that's where I maybe met Brennan. It was such a happenstance kind of like, in a party, what are you guys talking about? And that is like, kicks off, the entire D&D career.
Emily had been wanting to play D&D. I just kind of like heard about it. None of us had grown up with it or played it at all. And we found out that Brennan was a DM, so we kind of cornered him. And Emily was like,
you gotta run something for me.
And he, thank God, said yes.
For everyone but Brennan, it was their very first time playing.
And as soon as we started playing, I was like, oh, this is how I used to play when I was a kid.
How many calls how many of these you get? 3?
It gives you kind of permission to do that in maybe a way that you might otherwise feel silly or childish.
We should be using our imaginations more, because they're great.
These individuals at the table with me are the fucking best. Allie Beardsley is an incredible kindred spirit in the love for the truth. They're also going to reference some mid-2000s piece of intellectual property that will be anachronistic with the setting guaranteed.
She's watching like a game show where like celebrities dip themselves in paint.
Yeah.
The sense of relief from having Murph at your table as a forever DM himself.
I find myself sort of zooming out a lot. So I think the way I can kind of be helpful is being like Brennan's little assistant.
Now you have cast Gust of Wind, and that's the end of our season.
Whereas someone like Emily embodies that character, and it's going to be hard to top an Emily scene.
Even though I am a piece of black licorice, a strong blush comes to my cheeks.
Emily loves things so much that they become real.
That's a saint's day. Booby, are you down for a road trip?
Yeah, duh.
Siobhan, she's someone who can see the entire labyrinth while she's walking through it because she lives and breathes story.
Wait, let me read this one. Oh my God.
I truly was that kid who was reading in the back of class, like textbook with my enormous, there's no way that the teachers didn't know, right?
Lou Wilson, who I love with all my heart, it's like a brother to me, is I think like the most gifted actor of this like generation. I think his talent truly is boundless.
Gives you a little piece of kippers and kisses you on the head.
I don't deserve kippers,
It's not about deserve.
He goes to a place in his characters where he vanishes.
You should give your kippers to everyone else. They're just so delicious. Hate for them to be wasted on me.
If Lou's there, it can't not be real.
And then I'm there too.
Mr. Zach Oyama!
It's a pleasure to be here.
I don't think anyone has a sharper comedic clock than Zach Oyama.
Elephant in the room, Zach. I guess before.
Where?